fix my little hats. My hats here. Okay. Happy Friday, guys. So this one is going to be really quick. As you see, um I got my hair up because I have so much planned tomorrow. Tomorrow is my daughter's birthday party. So I'm only going to put this in half. We're only going to talk about one topic today. And then I have to do my other daughter's hair tonight. And then I have to send my family because they're coming down and coming up to Greenie. So I'm not going to speed past it, but I am just going to really just get on it. And then we're done because I know you guys got a lot of things to do tonight. And it is 8:30. So I'm sorry that I had to change the time. I went 30 minutes later. But you guys, I had to get my nails done. It's a lot of things that I had to do because tomorrow is the big day, and I just did not want to rush everything in one day. So today we're going to talk about patience. Okay. And we're going to, and let me see if I have it here. I was supposed to. I'm sorry. I'm just not reading my family text messages. Okay. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Let me get back on track for you guys because this is a good word that I have to do. All right. So today we're going to talk about patience. Okay. We're going to read 3 chapters: Psalms, Philippians, and Jeremiah. And we're good to go. And then I'm going to talk about each and every one, like I normally do. Let me this here. So we're going to go to Psalms chapter 37, verse 7 through 8. And I'm so sorry. I'm so organized today. I was rushing. Normally, I already have it up for you guys. Okay. Psalms chapter 37, 7 through 9. Verse 7 through 9. Okay, I'm going to give you guys some minutes to get there. I'm going to push it back just a little bit. I don't have no makeup on or nothing, so this is the natural me, which I think is beautiful. But here, all right. So Psalms chapter 37, 7 through 9. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret because of him who prospers in his way, because of the man who brings wicked schemes to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Do not fret, it only causes harm. So rest in the Lord and wait for patience. I know that patience is hard for a lot of guys, for anyone actually to adapt and become okay with patience. I know we've all had a few shares to where it's just like we just, when it comes to God, we didn't want to wait, or we was like, okay, I'm going to do it my way because God has taken some time and this needs to happen right away. And you can't do that. It's going to take some time for you to get to that point, but it's better that you do wait. So I'm going to go over the reasons to develop patience with God. And I have 6 big reasons. You do not want to make a decision based off your emotions. That's a big no-no. You do not want to make a decision based off your emotions, because so you could put yourself in a situation where you might regret it, or you may cause another situation to become a situation. You may cause another, like, something so small become something so big because you choose not to wait. But if you would have waited, you would have heard him clearly and you would have knew not to move forward. And sometimes waiting, I can speak for myself personally. Sometimes waiting, and not even sometimes, waiting is the best decision, especially when God is, at the head of your life. There's so many things that can happen when you're waiting. You can learn things about yourself. You are becoming like instilled of like even exposing yourself and just choosing to make the right decisions. Waiting does take time, but that's where patience come in. You do not want to push God. So you don't want to immediately push him because you don't know how to wait. And that's a big, big no-no. Because if you push him to, let me tell you something. I'm gonna give y'all guys a testimony here. I was 25 years old, and I was told that I could not have kids since I was 16. So imagine hearing from the time, being 16 all the way to 25, hearing that you would never have kids because I have a broken fallopian tube. You would never have kids. I get ovarian cysts all the time. And they're like, it's impossible. You can't have them. Been told that my entire life of just being a teenager until a grown adult. And I told God, because I was tired of seeing women with kids. It would piss me off. I would be happy for them, but then it would make me feel sad because I couldn't have kids from what I was told. And one day, because I didn't know that a mouth was a powerful thing. I had to learn that, but I didn't know. And I was like, okay, you know what, God, if I don't have a child by the time I'm 25, I don't want no kids. I'm done. I kid y'all not. When I turned 25, I had my first daughter. And then when I turned 26, I had my second daughter. So I have two girls. But I say that to say this. If I had waited, because by having my kids, I struggled. Did I have a job? Yes. Did I have a degree? Yes. Did I have my own place? Yes. But I didn't have my partner. So I messed up my own destination that he wanted me to be on, because I chose my own path. I wanted to rush, having the kids. And, I'm grateful for my girls, but I should have had patience, because then his way is the right way. Marriage, then kids. But I didn't, my mind, I was, I wasn't where I'm at today. And I was like, okay, you know what? Forget marriage. I just want a child. Yeah, right. They're expensive. You have to have a village to raise them. It is not easy. Your life is done because anything you do revolves around them. If you want to go on vacation, if you get a job, okay, you can't work a certain amount of time or hours because you got to pick them from daycare. Like I said, expensive daycare means going on vacation. You got to make sure somebody watch them. It is so much being a single mom. So I say that to say this: waiting is key. You guys, you just have to wait. And I know there's a lot of people that's like, well, no, I can't wait. Yes, you can. I was one of those people. I was like, no, I can't wait. No, I want kids. Everybody having kids popping out left and right. And I'm like, why can't I have them? And the reason why I was so mad, because I was told I couldn't have it. And you always know, we always get to the point where whenever we're told we can't do something, we always try to do it. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Just because you can't do something at the moment, that's not bad. That you shouldn't, that it's okay. You don't have to do something. Like once somebody say, oh, you can't do it. You know how you get motivation? Like, yeah, I'm going to do it. That's good in a successful field. But as far as, God telling you or constructive criticism, sometimes you don't have to do it. But we just choose to write our own path. And sometimes that'll put us in a situation where we don't want to be. So, like as I said, do not push God. Please don't push him, because it's a lot. It will be a lot. You won't learn what he wants to teach you. And that's another thing. You're not going to really learn all that he needs for you to learn if you're constantly pushing him. It is in his will. This is his story. You are living for him. So you should not be wanting to push him. This is not about you. It's not about us. It's about serving him. So if his job is to tell us when to do it, what time to do it, how to do it, who to do it with, then be okay with that. Because obviously you got to know, if your life is in his hands, then it's the best option. It's literally the best option. So don't rush him. Thirdly, pray and be still. If you pray and be still, you will hear clearly. And you won't make the same mistakes over and over again, or you won't make regrets. So if you will just sit still, pray, meditate, write, read, talk to him, whatever you got to do that, because you don't want to not hear him clearly, and you don't want to make the same mistake or even make another mistake to where you regret it. You don't want to do that. The next one would be, he steers our life, which I just said. He's at the head of your life. It's his will and not ours. So you got to live for him. And when you live to him and give God your life, it's not about you. It was never really about you anyway. 5, You will expose yourself, which is what I said earlier. You will find out your faith and how strong or weak your faith is. So in the midst of being patient, you would then, you'll find yourself out like, okay, am I really this person that's big on faith? Am I really like this? Because sometimes we'll say, yeah, I got faith in God, but okay, when he tests you, you better be ready to endure that, because he's going to put you in a situation to where you need to have faith. And then he has to know that you're still going to love him if things don't go the right way. So you got to have patience. Don't rush it. Don't rush the process. Please just go through it. Don't rush it. Number 6, literally, it will teach you patience, like I said. And the first thing you can start with wanting patience, kids. If you don't have kids, get your cousin kids, your brother kids, somebody kids, whoever kids, and that I guarantee that'll teach you patience right away. People will teach you patience. Go to a nursing home. Be around an elderly person to where they forget or they need help with something. Patience. Co-workers, patience. Family, patience. Husband or wife, patience. Be around, like literally teach yourself patience and be around certain things that involve patience so that can become better than you. And then you will then get the grasp of what it takes to have patience. So, you guys tell me a time that you was not patient with God. What happened and what was the end result? Like, tell me a time where you was not patient at all. And like I told you guys earlier, me just wanting to have a child. And I told you what happened. And the end result was me having to do it on my own. And that's not what he wanted from me, but I rushed myself into doing it. And I'm okay now. Because that's the thing. God loves us. God will even love you through your trials. He's going to love you while even trying to get you to learn and teach you things, because he's still there for you. He's still right there. So he's still here, but it's just more of, okay, man, sometimes you're going to think like, man, I probably should have waited. Like, why did I rush this? And that's why he was purposely waiting, because he knew, okay, you don't want to go through this, So that's just one example. But you guys, tell me a time that you was not patient. And then let me read one more chapter. Let me read another chapter. Philippians chapter 4, verse 6. Let me go there really quick. Oh, I'm sorry. Philippians chapter 4, verse 6. I'm getting so confused about that name. Once again, I'm so sorry. I know I should have had this stuff ready. I know. And I had this new thing that I have to where it's so many different colors. So I wish I could have did it different. I see you. Where's my Philippians? Hold on now. Hold on. I'm trying to see where my Philippians at. Oh my goodness. Did I put this one down? OMG. Let me see. Philippians chapter 4, verse 6. I do not think that I put that one in here. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I found it. Y'all. I found it. Okay. So, Philippians chapter 4, verse 6. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and read that really quick. Okay, so we are going to read be anxious for nothing, but in everything but prayer and supplication. With thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. So be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all. I was one of those people. Do not be anxious for nothing. Take your time. Do not allow God to pour patience over you, because I'm telling you, the more you have patience, the more you won't make mistakes, the more you will not push God, the more you will expose yourself and really know yourself, you know? So I'm gonna go to the next one here. And then this is the last one. And then I'm gonna tell you guys what patience is, and then we're done. Okay. Because I told you I'm not gonna keep y'all too much this time because I have a lot to do. Let's see. So we're gonna go to Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. And then I'm just gonna read that. And once again, I apologize. I should have had this ready, y'all, but I was rushing to get this here. All right. I'm going to say that again. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. I'm sorry that I'm hitting the computer. Normally, I don't have it this way. Jeremiah 29, chapter 11. 11. All right. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, says the Lord. Thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and hope. I'm going to say that one more time. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, says the Lord. Thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you future and hope. So basically what he is saying, he already has it laid out for you. If you're going to say you're a Christian, if you're going to say that you're giving yourself to God, you have to endure patience. Because if not, you're pushing him. If not, you're not going to make the right decisions. You're going to make regrets. And you're going to put yourself in situations that you wish you never had. I know it's hard, but when it's hard, pray, be still, and then you'll hear him more clearly. Like even now with me, I feel like people be thinking I'd be lying, but I can hear him more now than ever. It's so clear. It is so clear. Like I'm talking to him. Like we have, and like I tell you, you would get your own relationship with him. But it's like I can think of something and it's already solved. And I don't know how. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And it's like, okay, just that simple. And it's not weird. It's only weird to you if you don't have that relationship. That's it. Or it's not untrue, or it's not like it's dysfunctional. Sometimes I'm speaking for myself. Sometimes when I can hear that, I'm not sure why it's like this here. It's different, but I'm not sure how sometimes when I say certain things, some people they'll look at it as that's not normal. It's very normal. It's very normal when you have a relationship with him. It's not normal for you not to. So, you know, that's his own situation there. But I'm gonna go over this one more time. Reasons to develop patience with God. You do not want to make a decision based off your emotions, because that's a big no-no. You do not want to push him or rush him to fix any situation you got going on. You're supposed to, you want to walk through the valley. Just go ahead and walk through it. And I'm telling you, once you get to the end, it's like it's the best feeling ever. Yes, going through it is going to be hard, because I feel like a lot of people don't understand. If God gone through trials and tribulations, what makes you think you're not going to go through trials and tribulations? You're going to go through it. You're not exempt. If it happened to him, it will happen to you. So you can't always go whenever time something happened, God, why me? Why not you? So sometimes we have to think about that. And then if you rush him, you will not learn what he wants to teach you. He sometimes in the midst of our journey, he wants to teach us certain things. He wants to instill something in us that he wants us to like. It could be a sin that we're doing. It could be something that we have heavy on our heart. It could be our certain ways. It could be our character flaw. Anything. Like he just wants to either change you or fix it because he loves you. Because when he comes back, you can't say, well, Lord, you didn't tell me. Yes, he did. You just wasn't listening because you didn't have any patience. Another one, to pray, be still, like I said, to hear him clearly, because you don't want to make the same mistakes that you made before, and you don't want to, do something that you just that you're going to regret. And then if you really want to endure patience, give your life to him and then let him steer your life. It is his will. We're not living for ourselves. And I always put this on people that always reach out to me and say, Shalay, I don't understand. It's my life. Yes, it is your life. But we're living for him. He died for us. Like you're missing the big picture here. He literally died on the cross for us. So why would you not want to live for him? Like I feel like when I do something wrong, and I'm speaking from my experience, and if so, you can, you can write and tell me yours. When I do anything wrong, I feel so bad. Like I feel so bad. Like I remember he told me recently, he said to eat fruit and vegetables. And I said, okay, God, I'm gonna do that. I did that, and then I had like a burger. It was a vegan burger, but it was still some bread. When I tell y'all, my number one, my stomach was hurting, and number two, I felt so bad. I said, "But God told me not to eat no, like He told me to eat fruits and vegetables, and I didn't listen." And I said, "God, I am so sorry. I am so," and my stomach was hurting ever since I ate it. That whole day, I was just like, "Oh my goodness!" I took another pill because I was like, "This isn't right." But that I guarantee you that was him saying, I told you not to do that. I told you not to do that. And I would know something, and that's just still me. He's still working with me. And I don't like how people be like, okay, well, you can hear from God and you're chosen and anointed. How do you keep making mistakes? Because I'm human. I'm human, just like you. I'm going to make mistakes, but I feel bad about it. So I guarantee I won't make it again. I'm not making that again. So, but it was just, we have to listen. We have to endure patience with ourselves. Another one would be you would expose yourself when you embed patience in yourself, or really just want to learn patience. You would expose yourself because you're going to realize if you're really this person that's really big on faith, like He's going to put you in a situation so where He's going to make you endure patience. And that's the part that people don't want to get to. Like they ask God, oh God, please let me be financially stable. Oh, please God, let me be strong. Oh, please God, take this pain away. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do it. But in the midst of me do it, you about to go through some stuff. And what God loves and what makes Him smile, which I know and I've been told, is faith. If you believe in me as much as you say you do, I promise you, I will take care of it. All you have to have is faith. Like there'll be some times I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I don't even care. It's gonna get done. And I'll say it in my mind. I don't tell anybody. I'll just say it in my mind every time. And I kid you not, like it'd be some days I'm like, how did that happen? And it's because I gave it to God. That's it. Like we're not supposed to worry about anything. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to give it to Him. So if you say, God, I want to learn how to be patient with you, my life, decisions, my choices, my family, my coworkers, whoever the person may be, or it may be, or whatever, you got to know you about to go through a season to where He's going to make sure you learn patience and implement it within you. And it's not going to be easy, but then that's where your faith come in, and that's where you're going to expose yourself. Are you really a Christian that talks about faith, or are you just really talking out the side of your neck? We have a lot of people that do that. And then, like I said, He's going to literally teach you patience. Kids, people, co-workers, family, husbands, wife, whoever, He's going to make them teach you patience. Out of nowhere, you and your spouse may start arguing. Out of nowhere, you and your kids got a little trouble. Out of nowhere, you and your mama or daddy doing this. Out of nowhere, your coworkers talking about. You're going to endure patience some way, somehow. And once you realize, okay, hold on, this is happening for a reason because I asked for this, you'll be better. When you get that mindset, like I asked for this, you can't be upset about it. But some people ask for it and they get upset about it. And then God is like, well, we're going to do it all over again. Because then you got to know if it's in His will for you to learn it, you're going to learn it. You can hop, skip, go to the next trial. You can come back here. You can go on the next route, whatever. At the end of the day, He's going to still push you back on that same path. I don't care what it's like magnet. You could go over here all you want, but He's going to push you right back. So it's up to you. You want to do the easy way or you want to do the hard way? I always choose the easy way. I've made mistakes and done the hard way, but once I realized who I was and who He is to me, I said, no, I'm going to do the easy way. So that's something that I just want you guys to know, reasons to develop or why you should want to have patience with God. And then what is patience? A lot of people may not know what patience is spiritually. We know, common sense wise, patience, time, just timid, time, woosah, breathe, count to 5 for some people, maybe count to 3 for some people, maybe go in the corner, walk out, come back, take a breather. Inhale, exhale. That could be for some people. But for me, my definition of what patience is and what in the church, what patience really is kindness. It is meekness, compassionate, beloved, peace, joy, goodness, faithfulness, and understanding. This is what really, like, he got all of these things and just poured into the big bucket, and it made up patience. So you have to have this within you. If you know for sure you don't have none of the things that I mentioned, I'm gonna say it again: kindness, meekness, compassionate, beloved, peace, joy, goodness, faithfulness, and understanding. If you don't have any of them checked off, pray for patience, because you're gonna need it. You're definitely going to need understanding. Understanding, I would say, is the top one. Faithfulness come right after, because you can't want patience, but then you out here not being faithful. That don't even make sense to him, to God. Like, you're not going to say one thing and do another, because that he sees it anyway. But like, you really lying to yourself. Compassionate. You have to understand. You got to be compassionate. You got to want peace. You got to want joy and give joy, and spread kindness. That's really what patience is. And I'm gonna say, as far as being a mother, like, we're nurturing, we're supportive. That's why most of the time my kids, they can come tell me certain things and know I have patience. Before I beat my kids, and this, like I said, this is a platform to where we're going to be honest. Before I beat my kids or do anything to where I got to get a belt, I always give my kids 3 chances. You get 3 chances to me. Okay, that's called patience. I will not just go to my child and beat my child because I assume that my child knew what she did was wrong. You can't do that. That's not even good parenting, in my opinion. You have to tell the person, because just like if it's a relationship, if you're a friendship, and if you're married, you have to tell the person what they did was wrong, right? So they won't do it again. So the same thing with your kids. You have to explain, okay, don't do that again, little Bobby. Now, little Bobby, do it again. All right, little Bobby. Bobby, do it again. All right, now, next time, go get the belt, because little Bobby choosing not to listen. That's what his choice was. He made that decision. Now beat him. That's the consequence. But now you just automatically come in with no type of patience and just say, no, he just knocked something over, and you just get a belt and just wham on him. He's like, well, what am I getting to beat for? I don't know what I did. Same thing with God. Same thing with God. So that's a reason. I'm sorry, not a reason. That's what patience is. Okay. And then how can you practice patience? So I'm gonna go in and say how you can practice patience, and then that'll be it. Okay. Because it's about to be 9 o'clock. So how can you practice patience? So you can put it in your everyday life. You can start with your kids. If you don't have kids, like I said, get the neighbors' kids, volunteer somewhere with kids, go to an elderly place and help out with the elderly, you know, co-workers, volunteer overtime, part-time, do whatever you need to do that deals like to where you know, okay, hey, I gotta have patience for this. I'm ready to go. I gotta have patience, or whatever case be, do that. Pray for patience. Be prepared for God to make or put you in a situation so you have to know what patience is, which what I said earlier. Study patience. Literally study what it means to have patience within a person. Allow yourself to involve in or to be in situations that will allow you to get patience. And like I said, just going to places to where you know for sure you have to endure patience. All right. So we're going to recap, and then I'm going to let you guys go, because I told you guys it will be just one topic we're talking about. And then I did say that I'm sorry, but my daughter's birthday party is tomorrow, and I have to get ready for that. And I have one head to do. Wake up in the morning, gotta go to the gym, gotta get the cake. So, doing what I do, mom. So we read Psalms, Jeremiah, Philippians, reasons to develop patience with God. You do not want to make a bad decision. You do not want to push God. You want to pray and be still to hear him clearly. I promise you it works, because I hear him clearly all the time. He will steer your life if you give your life to him. You will expose yourself during patience, because it will let you know if you have true faith in what God says, and if you're a true Christian, to be honest, if you want to be honest. And it will literally teach you patience. Like reasons to develop patience, he will teach you patience. And then I told you guys to tell me a time to where you was not patient with God, what happened, and what was the end result. So if you did not write on here, you can tell me. I'll come back on here next Friday. And, and that's if I'm here, because it's my mom's birthday. I may just drive down. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. Never mind. Forget that. Okay, so next time, I'm going to ask you guys, and I'm going to go back and see who wrote down, but I am still going to ask you guys, when was there a time that you were not patient with God? What happened and what was in the result? And like I said, me having my kids, I was not patient. I asked to have them at the age of 25, and I got them at the age of 25 after being told I couldn't have kids. So I wanted it so bad, didn't want to, have patience. And I told God, if I do not have my kids by 25, I don't want them. I kid you not, 25, I had my first child. So that's the truth. Like, that's not even a lie. That really happened. And that's when I really started to develop a relationship with God. Because I'm like, okay, God heard me and this happened. Like, literally, I kid you not, maybe like a month or so. And I found out I was pregnant. It's crazy. And let me see here. Okay, so tell me the time you was not patient with God. What happened and what was the end result? And in my end result is, what will happen, of course, being a single mom, doing this, doing that. Don't nobody want to be in that club. If you do, hey, kudos to you, but nobody really want to be in that club. And then what was the end result? I'm fine. Everything is good, but I had hard times. God was with me through the hard times, and I'm here with you today. I'm excited. My girls are growing to beautiful young women, smart women, sassy women. But I'm proud of what I've done. I cannot say what I've done. And then what is patience? We talked about that. Kindness, meekness, compassionate, beloved, peace, joy, goodness, faithfulness, understanding. You have to have all of that. Literally, he poured all of that, made a big bucket of patience. And that's what that consists of. Patience is just not about time. It's more to it. Because you got to have all these things to even get time. And how can you practice patience? Like I said, start with your kids. If you have kids, if not, go to a elderly home, volunteer, do community work, do anything to where you really don't want to be there. I'm just being honest. Like, do something where I don't want to be there. But then you will you will get patience within yourself. Study, practice, write, Bible study, which is what we do. Like, anything that you have to have patience in. Literally tomorrow, me and my child's father, we're gonna have to have patience because it's gonna be fun. But I already know when it comes to parties, it's something. So I'm excited about it, but I'm gonna let you guys go. We had a good time. There's things that got to be had and done. I will see you guys next Friday. That's my plan, next Friday. If I'm not, matter of fact, even if I'm not here and if I'm at my mom's house for her birthday next weekend, I will do it from her house. Okay? So that's what we got planned. And you guys have a great night. And I will talk to you guys later, okay? Have a good night. Love you.